Welcome back to Knuckles FM, a channel dedicated to me explaining to my pug here on all wild news that are going around in the world right now. Isn't that right, Rocco? Yes, he is going to become a very informed pug by the end of the year. On today's episode, we're talking about the JFK files that have been released, all 80,000 of them. Just kidding, that's a fucking lot. Oh my god. 80,000 new files have been released to the public not too long ago, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not reading all 80,000. I hate to break it to you, it'll take me till Rocky is 13 and he is 5 right now. Are you gonna read the files? Are you gonna read the files? You want to read them? You gonna read them off to me? So pretty much what we're going to do today is we're going to go over some of the highlights on what we've learned from these files. And we'll see if it gets us closer to figuring out if the CIA is the one who definitely killed Kennedy. Now, what these files really told us is, I mean, it honestly just said the CIA is not trustable, if I'm being honest. The CIA, bad, but also not that bad. Not that bad. So Rocky, get up here. Rocky, get up here. We're talking about JFK. I gotta get you up to date. So in 1960, JFK was the last president to get assassinated. They shot him. He was shot in the head by supposedly Oswald. It was very devastating. There's a video of it, which honestly is kind of wild that there even is a video. Oh, we devastated my dog. Rocky, you may ask, why did the CIA kill Kennedy? Now, that's a good question. Now, the CIA, that we believe, one of the big motives why the CIA killed Kennedy. Hey, excuse me, sir. This is a very important history learning. We all think the CIA killed JFK is yes. I can hold your hand for this. This is a bombshell. Is because he tried to take apart the CIA. And yeah, I know it's a lot. But he tried to dismantle the whole CIA, and they didn't like that. No, not one bit. Are you following along right now? Now, there was a magic bullet that surprisingly injured 6 people. 1 bullet. 6 people injured everybody, and was on a gurney at the hospital. Wild, isn't it, Rocco? Isn't it? It's gonna be a smart dog here soon. One of the files that we found out was Gary Underhill. I think I said his name correctly. So in the files, it said that after JFK was killed, he went to a group of friends, was super agitated, was worried, was acting very strange, and just did not. I don't know. And all of his friends were very worried about him. And then he fleed away. He did mention to the friends, the CIA has a small clique. They killed Kennedy. Kind of wild, I'm not gonna lie. And then 6 months later, he died. Rocky, he died. 6 months later, this man was found dead in somewhere. Found dead. He was shot to death, but they ruled it a sewer slide. He was shot behind the ear on the left side. Now, the reason that information is wild is because my man's was right-handed. And if you're gonna, shoot yourself, I feel like you do it like this or like right here. But he did it behind his ear with his non-dominant hand. Kind of fishy, not gonna lie. But we will never know exactly what he knew because, he's dead. Rocky, I know this is a lot. I know the CIA is not gonna come after us for talking about this. I hope not. So it's okay. Because there is a rule in politics, Rocky. There's a rule. If you know a lot, you become suicidal, which is weird, The only thing that they covered up was this man saying, hey, the CIA has a small group that killed Kennedy, or that there's a small group in the CIA that's dangerous. Kind of weird if you tell me that the CIA is like, we got to cover that up. What? Another thing that Rocky pointed out after he read all 80,000 pages of the document, Lee Harvey Oswald was tracked by the CIA for apparently 59 days or around that time. Moral of the story is he was tracked by the CIA for quite a while before the shooting. Kind of sus. Rocky, you're the one who found this, so you have to sit here and talk about it. And Jack Ruby, the man who shot Oswald in jail, apparently hanging out with him at a club. Kind of weird. Not gonna lie. What are they hanging out together for? A week before the assassination. Fishy. I mean, all that shows there is that the CIA knew about that, but didn't want you to know. Also, I think Rocky is scared to get taken by the CIA. Rocky, you gotta learn this. Get back here. My phone just went off. My wife just bought some V-Bucks. You gotta be shitting me.
Hi, honey.
Did you buy some V-Bucks?
What are you talking about?
Did you buy some V-Bucks?
I don't understand.
Okay. So pretty much what I've gathered from this is that when JFK was trying to disassemble the CIA, they didn't like that, because pretty much what we all know already is that the CIA is already its own government inside of the CIA. You get my drift? The men in the robe, they're the dark government, the underworld, Illuminati-esque. Rocky has just told me that the CIA is bad. On other random news, from a name that came up in the JFK files is David Lamar Christ. This one gets interesting, I'm not gonna lie. David Lamar Christ was a U.S. spy imprisoned in Cuba in the 1960s. He ran Operation Pauladoom, creating fake UAPs in Soviet airspace. What are we getting into? Fucking aliens, dog. JFK files reveal plans to break Christ out of Cuban prison. According to the files, Christ was involved in Operation Palladium. I'm probably butchering that name. A covert American program designed to spoof unidentified aerial phenomenons, UAPs, in Soviet airspace. The operation aimed to create false radar readings that would lead Soviet defense systems to dismiss actual threats as phantom readings in the event of a genuine American strike. That's kind of wild. That's using your noggin right there. We're going to create our own UFOs and trick them. Wild. I'm not going to lie. It's very interesting to me, if I'm being honest. We're going to go. They made fake UFOs to trick the Soviet Union. They made fake UFOs. Isn't that wild? He is so worried about what's going on upstairs right now. The wife is cranking 90s in Fortnite as we speak. Researchers say that these files add context to CIA operations, yet they still lack direct evidence of CIA involvement in JFK's assassination. The files show no definitive evidence that the CIA was involved in JFK's assassination. They mainly highlight intelligent efforts and Kennedy's strained relationship with the CIA. With that being said, we just, in a way, we kind of got how JFK really didn't like the CIA and wanted to shut them down. And then we got a little bit of why the CIA is evil and bad at their job. Or they're not bad at their job. I mean, they got rid of the president and they have it covered up. Allegedly. that's basically what we got in these 80,000 pages of these files. But I'm being honest, we're still relatively like 5 days in. We're 5 days into these files getting released. Someone could find something that someone didn't find. So there could be more coming out into the future. We will be looking into it as it goes on. So, yeah, there you have it. This has been Knuckles FM going over the JFK files of what I thought was interesting and I just wanted to chat about. Rocky did a lot of good research. Thankfully, he found that UFO one. I think that's the one he did. Rocky did a lot of research, so be sure to like the video for Rocky's sake. Rocky? Thank you for doing your research. We appreciate you. We hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, subscribe. Every Friday, starting this Friday, we're going to be doing live streams going over wild headlines around the world. You don't want to miss that. It's going to be a lot of fun. So subscribe for that. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss it. And we will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.